Nature never expects anything. No flower ever blooms thinking that it will be useful to somebody. No bird is singing to compete with another. You don't need any more teachers than the nature. Our peace is disturbed only because we keep emotions inside. We keep memories of the past, which becomes burden on our head. Simplicity is beauty. When we are heavy with emotions, with things of the past, then we become not attractive. See, look at all these beings there around you. They are not expecting to be healthy. They are not expecting a particular food. They are expecting nothing. They are just going with the flow of life. So they are at peace more than us. This place is amidst the nature, very few buildings. There is no contamination in this place. But you look around, you will see some simple truths of life. No flower ever blooms thinking that it will be useful to somebody. There are a lot of birds singing, but no bird is singing to compete with another. There's no competition. They are just being natural. The trees are blooming at some times, certain times of the year. These trees are blooming not to give something to somebody or not to serve somebody. They're just blooming. You see, some of the birds like peacock have beautiful feathers and beautiful form. That is not to entertain anybody. No peacock ever thinks who is entertained, who's happy because of me. Nature is like that. Nature never expects anything. Nature expects nothing. When you expect too many things, it brings emotions. That's where human beings are stuck. We are stuck because of emotions. Nature just happens. Sometimes fragrance coming out of the flowers reaches some human nose, but not necessarily, not sure, not always. It just gets wasted. It just gets wasted. Life is like that. There are so many trees shedding leaves in certain time. They have no attachment to the leaves. They have no attachment. They just shed the leaves. And the trees bring forth new leaves later. When it is needed, it brings forth new leaves. Otherwise, it stays as it is. Only purpose oriented. First aspect is zero expectation. Second aspect is purpose oriented. When the tree needs the leaves, it brings the leaves. When it is not needed, it sheds it. We do that? We keep it. We hoard it. And we pay the price for it. What is the price? What is the price? Lack of peace of mind. Our peace is disturbed only because we keep emotions inside. We keep memories of the past, which becomes burden on our head. Please remember, emotions are not disturbing you. We are keeping them, so it disturbs us. No emotion like anger, hatred, jealousy, revenge, all these things are not disturbing you. We are keeping them, we are holding them. That disturbs us. It's only that thing which we retain makes our burden. That's why we need to look into the nature. Nature is free, flowing, just existing, but beautifully existing. Why is it beautiful? Why is it beautiful? Because it is simple. When you're simple, you're beautiful. When you're heavy and complicated, you become not so beautiful. Simplicity is beauty. When you're very simple, you're very attractive. You are vibrant. You're radiating beautiful energy. When we are not, when we are heavy with emotions, with things of the past, then we become not attractive. We are not attractive anymore. Remember this, you don't need any more teachers than the nature. If you look closely to the nature, you will see, when it is time, the birds, they fall down and die. When it is time for bringing up children, that time the birds make nests. After that, they leave the nest. When the children are gone, they don't keep the nest. They just leave it. They don't think, oh, I will need nest again next year. They don't think like that. But what about us? We store a lot of things, we keep ownerships, and then we cannot even function because of the weight of ownership. This is mine, this is mine, this is mine. I have to do this, I have to do that. So many things. Here, I'm not talking about responsibilities. Who do you have responsibility to? Towards whom do you have responsibility? Those who depend on you. Those who are dependent on you, you are responsible. It could be your father, it could be your mother, it could be your children, anybody. They are dependent on you, then you are responsible. But look at the birds, how they do it. When the children can fly, they encourage them to fly. The mother bird tells them, try, try. Some of the children take off, some may fall and die. But mother bird is not affected. Once the job is over, it leaves. I'm not talking here about insensitivity. I'm only talking about practicality. I want you to be more sensitive than a bird. It's important to be sensitive towards the feelings of other people because we are human beings. We have a different orientation. But we have to learn a lot from the nature. We have to understand a lot from the nature. How every being is free, like this Lucky. He just goes around and he's not worried about this conference now. He's at ease all the time. Every animal operates in the level of a 3-year-old child or a 4-year-old child, not more. After 5 years, when the personal ego develops, then you are a different story. So, all these things we must learn from the nature. That is why we have places in the nature. There's a beautiful center coming up in Croatia now, just about an hour away from here. That's also very pretty, filled with nature. Nature talks. Do we listen? Nature talks to you always, but do we listen? If we listen, how do you know whether you're listening? You will have no anxiety, no ownership related weight, heaviness. We will be peaceful. Listen to nature. Nature is God's gift. And one of the things which I told earlier, what the nature do not have are expectations. Expectations. See, look at all these beings there around you. They are not expecting to be healthy. They are not expecting a particular food. They are expecting nothing. They are just going with the flow of life. So they are at peace more than us. We are not at peace because we have too many expectations.